Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Liam, a designer that's redesigning every space in my townhome, and in today's video we're going to be focusing on the bedroom. This room has taken months to complete because of all the decision making, the DIYs, the shipping times, and I just felt like it would be better to make a sit-down video to recap the entire process. The decisions on this one took so long because, in my opinion, the bedroom is one of the most important rooms in our home. It's where you start and end your day, and honestly, I've just been putting it off because I didn't know what I really wanted the space to be. I knew what I didn't want, and that was the bare white walls and gray on gray on gray. It was just so cold and it had zero personality. It was not a space I enjoyed being in. I started the process by creating mood boards, collecting elements that I thought that I wanted in the space. This is a great way to start the room if you don't know where to start. It gets the creativity flowing and it's not as restrictive as if you were shopping for literal items. I found that most of my images had a few common themes: a rich color palette, big bed frames with integrated side tables, floor-to-ceiling curtains, large-scale artwork, and ambient lighting. Once I finally built a color palette that me and my fiance agreed on, I was able to list our current items on Facebook Marketplace. I didn't really want to change the curtains. I felt like the deep chocolate brown color was working really well, but I did decide that we needed a green rug and warm woods for the bed frame. The rug was an easy choice for me. I had been waiting for an excuse to use the Arvin Alano line from Rugs USA, and it had this perfect olive green tone that I felt would be perfect, and I just couldn't live without it any longer. The measurements of the bed frame were really specific because the size of the room was so small, so my choices were a little bit limited. However, I did know of a CB2 bed frame that I'd had my eye on for about 4 years. So after taking the plunge and deciding to make a pretty big investment, in my opinion, the only remaining problem was the shipping times. Hi, you wanna help me? Just go over here, big boy. You're pulling my hair. Go. Good boy. Okay, we're back. Sorry if you can hear him playing in the background. So our first bed frame sold actually surprisingly fast on Facebook. So we actually had our bed frame on the floor for about 2 months while we were waiting for the bed frame to be delivered. Oh, thank you. This is his favorite toy. It's Mad Cat Crazy for Catnip, and I don't even think it's catnip. I think it's like Silvervine or something. I think they stopped making these, and I have like only a select few in storage, and I'm afraid for the day that we run out. Go. While we waited for the bed frame, the rug actually arrived, so we were able to put that down and then bring the bed back in.
It's heavy.
I'm really happy that we're gonna have people come in and assemble the bed.
Yeah.
Because I literally cannot do it. This is a workout. Oh, I love it though. I wish I would have had the foresight to take the table from behind the bed apart while the bed was out of the room, but hey, everybody makes mistakes. I wish I would have thought of that, but I brought the bed back in and then I started disassembling the long table that was behind the bed frame previously. In a room this small, I'm not giving away any of my surface areas if possible. Plus, the table brings the bed farther away from the awkward side window and the wall, which gives me another level of depth to play with. It was too tall for the new headboard height. So what did I do with the table? I performed a precise, complex feat of engineering. So I need to mark these, including the table height, to be, I think, I'm gonna do 1 inch below the headboard. So it's gonna be 29.5 inches. And this is currently 35. So what I'm gonna do is mark this, disassemble the table, and just take the legs over to Home Depot, where they make woodcuts for free. Finally, the bed frame from CB2 arrived, and assembly is included in the delivery, so I didn't have to do anything and somehow loaded and assembled the bed frame in like less than 30 minutes. The price was so worth it. So to remind you of where we were, this cold gray room was finally put to bed. And we were bringing in warm wood tones and this beautiful green color that really just livened up the space. The table was perfectly tucked behind the headboard. Props to me for getting the measurements right. And honestly, getting to this point and seeing where it was, the room felt totally transformed. But we both saw those mood boards. We know I'm not done. This video is getting a little bit long, so I'm going to leave you with that cliffhanger. Subscribe if you don't want to miss part 2, where I paint a giant canvas for that back wall. I refresh the bedding, and I put the finishing touches on our new bedroom, which is my favorite part. Like this video and leave a comment letting me know what you think about the changes, or just let me know what you'd like to see next. I'll see you in the next one. I still don't have a sign off. Bye. He's literally like addicted. Are you addicted to the cat drugs? You're addicted to the cat drugs.